to the Battlehawks. Anthony Becht has got us ready to run through a wall. The Battlehawks and the Renegades welcome to week 4 of the UFL, and two the better teams that we've seen so far. Now Miles Dorn telling Harry Douglas pregame, last year was a tough year, lost his mom, didn't play as well as he wanted to. Blake Jackson, speed sweep to the near side, a big gain for the Battlehawks.
The two tight ends on this absolutely make it. The blocks out here on the edge as you get the handoff, and Jake Sutherland and Chase Allen just get up on.
Battlehawks 49% on third down this season. Play clock winding down. Wilkins falls down with a snap. Ball popped out late, and this play is still alive. Chris Odom takes it back the other way, and a touchdown is the call from 39 yards out. Well, unfortunately, the cart on the field for Manny Wilkins, who was just injured in that right ankle, lower leg area, put into an air cast as both teams surround Manny and offer their show of support.
He would have been down, but in the NFL, he's not down by contact. So that ball coming loose as quick as it did, it's too hard for us to kind of put that intent of saying we could actually make him down at that point.
Luis Perez, the quarterback, an empty backfield, looking to throw it. And right in front of the goal line, the pass corralled by Zay Winstead from East Carolina to stand out for the Pirates. And the two-point play is good. It is 8-0. Hervion Howard checks in at running back. A pistol look for the Battlehawks. Howard going to be stopped short right at the line, and it was Joe Powell that met him at the line of scrimmage. Former Georgia standout, a 56-yard field goal last week, and a 55-yard attempt on the way this week. And Blankenship bangs it home. Hayden goes in motion on third down and 3. Empty backfield for Perez. And delivers another accurate strike to Burnett. Deontay Burnett played his college ball at Southern Cal, picks up the first down.
Look at his front, two white guys lined up inside.
Third down and long. Crosser is there. First down is not. Ball pops out. And a quick recovery with the grab by Vaughns.
And the one snap on the two-point conversion, and then coming up in that first possession and stopping this Arlington team.
Marquette King gets it away. Ja'Cour Pearson right up the gut. Good field position. Ball comes out. Renegades hop on top of it. Turnovers, one immediately cashed in for a touchdown in the two-point conversion. Perez, wide open, Canella into the red zone.
Sal Canella's just going to go right up the seam. Watch this throw by Luis Perez. That's a tight window. Puts it on the back shoulder of his tight end. And I tell you what, you watch the film of Luis Perez. Seth Green lined up in the quarterback position. He's a tight end.
Run a little option play. Far side and lassoed out of bounds. Day Hunter. Special plays he had in store for St. Louis. Pop pass to the edge. Payton. Oh, he got there. Devontae Payton, another touchdown for the Renegades. For 3 from the 10. Perez on the field, going to throw it quickly. Right at the goal line. Staying alive as Vaughns. And he got there. Conversion attempt brought to you by Ortho Home Defense. 2 touchdowns already in our first quarter. Near the end of the frame on third down. And dug it across the middle. Wide open is Mims. That will move the sticks. Playing with the Browns. A cup of coffee back in 2023. It's third down. Duggan needs 14 for the Battlehawks. Going to float one deep, man-to-man coverage. And it's intercepted. Chris Claybrooks. Well, he turned around. He was playing center field. And perhaps the easiest INT of his young career.
Quick,
Battlehawks trying to force a punt, get back in this game. The dump off, Day Hunter. We gained 2, and that's it. Willie Harvey sniffed it out. The punt team on the field for the Renegades. And in this offense, you can't pat the ball. You got to get rid of it. 3, 5, 7 step drops. Straight ahead, Sailors powers his way past midfield. Should be enough for the first down and a gain of 10. The tackle by Powell.
Not ideal.
Renegades defense, it's only given up 9.5 points per game this year. They've been stout. Duggan, short of the line to gain. They'll stop it where he began the dive. It'll be 4th and a long 2. The 8-yard field goal attempt from here. Instead, they'll roll the dice. 4th and less than a yard. And the screen, there it is to Sailors. An easy first down and a lot more. Big play for the Battlehawks, who are in business.
The middle linebacker right here is responsible for Sailors, but watch all the trash that he has to get through to get out to the running back in the flat. He gets picked off. It's a great catch by Jacob Sailors because that thing is very easily could have slid out of his hands and hit the turf. Nice job by Sailors of going down, the leading receiver on this team.
Season, you know, as a former running back at Georgia Tech, you're turning around. The ball's at your ankles. You got to find a way to make a play on 4th down.
That is a harder catch, especially under pressure on a 4th down. That is a harder catch than he would be given credit for.
Oh, Howard was slammed down. Renegade's going to be called for a personal foul.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Number 92, the defense. 15-yard penalty with an automatic first down.
Of this season in the UFL. Number 4 to play in the half. Duggan's going to be swallowed up. A race to the quarterback, Chris Odom, the Arlington native, with a kiss.
We'll take a look at that one.
Rodrigo Blankenship back on the field, connected from 55 earlier today, and this effort from 31 is good. After the 2-minute warning, a big play to end our first half. Perez, there was contact, and it's incomplete. Trying to spot Peyton. Hawks have been trying to run uphill the entire half. Manny Wilkins out, Duggan in with time, pressure! And he didn't have very much time whatsoever. Going to be brought down short of the 3-yard line by Will Clark.
But the agony of him trying to decide which number he was going to ask for there was pretty incredible.
It was. We did sense it. Spinning away goes Canella.
Short is where they want to live.
Third and really short, and Milage needs to cross. 20. Mass of humanity huddled near the pigskin. Milage right at the line. Travis Feeney met him first, and let's see, he had to cross the 30. The initial indication is that he's going to be stopped short, certainly within range of Blankenship. Battlehawks 3 of 9 on 3rd down today. Duggan, I don't think so. And another sack. It was Chris Odom on the field. 2 for 2 today. This attempt from 53. And Rodrigo Blankenship with authority bangs it through. Full house backfield on 3rd and short. This has been a problem for the Renegades. And it will be again. Lassoed behind the line of scrimmage. Le'Veon Smith
Has only had one real drive, and that was set up by a fumble recovery on a punt.
Pop pass to Pearson around the edge. Pearson going to pick up a first down. Well, speaking of hockey,
I don't blame the officials for throwing the flag. Not a lot in it, though.
Joe Smith from Pittsburgh, 3rd year with St. Louis. Duggan wants to run it, and it's going to be tripped up near the 30. Get some of that penalty yardage back. Donald Payne.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Number 33, the defense. 15-yard penalty with an automatic first down.
4 or 5 times today coming on 3rd down. Duggan's got to get rid of it quickly. He does, and he air mails it high. And it's a battle of wills at this point. These two defenses making so many plays. Screen goes to Seth Green, and a big play on offense. And the Renegades, their first down since way back at the end of the first quarter.
Middle screen. They're going to get the running back going this way, and it makes the defense think it's going here. And then the screen comes back on the inside from the tight end. Really nicely well done. Penn State did this a lot with Tyler Warren this year. Little middle screen to the tight end, get up the field, and get a big gain with a guy who can do some damage when he gets the ball in his hands.
Chris Peyton-Jones injured on the field in that play. Mulligan has been a big part of that. Follow who just talked about. Perez time Peyton zigged and Perez wanted him to zag, and here comes a late penalty flag.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. 99 of the defense. 15-yard penalty, an automatic first down.
Salesman. But it was unnecessary, so Mike's got it there.
16-9, second down and 7, and picked off, intercepted by Willie Harvey. Here come the Battlehawks. Touchdown, St. Louis. And straight ahead, plowing towards the goal line, and he's going to be stopped short as Sailors. Renegades have not trailed in this game this afternoon. Day Hunter doesn't need much. He'll pick up the first. Here at Choctaw Stadium, the Statue of Liberty playing Peyton on the end around racing towards the end zone. Javante Peyton. It'll be first down and goal for the Renegades.
We haven't seen a lot of this. You're going to see the reverse come this way, but watch the tight end. He's going to start there and then come back out. That's Seth Green. Everything makes it look like it's going to be counter going to the right. Then Green peels out. You get Jacob Johanning out in front. The big
for the Renegades. Gain of 23. Day Hunter. Gonna pivot through the pocket into the end zone. Oh, and he found a way across the goal line. It's just one possession to tie it up on the three-point conversion from the 10. Here's Perez into the flats and looking for Green. In and out of the mix.
Staying home, breathing his keys.
You give corners compliments?
Every now and then, you got to give them some kind of light.
Duggan on third down absorbs some contact and then gets driven backwards towards the line of scrimmage by four-man front for the Battlehawks. Perez wants to throw it. He'll step up in the pocket. That awareness, always sensational. And the drive is extended on the first down scamper. Here's Perez. He'll extend it. And then not for very much longer. He's going to step out of bounds. Chris Garrett in hot pursuit.
We're hoping to have him next week.
Yeah, UFL Offensive Player of the Year last season. Should be back for the next game. And the pass is going to be batted down. It was Harris.
The pressure would get home.
How aggressive do you want to be here as well with this touchdown lead? And Perez sacked back behind the 30. Runner-up. Same year he led TCU to the national championship game against Georgia. He'll buy some time across his body. The pass is there. That's a first down, St. Louis. Frank Darby, a grab and trap.
This is a throw that takes some gumption. It takes some moxie. It takes some trust. Slides up in the pocket and then throwing back towards the middle of the field. His momentum's going towards the sideline. Gets enough arm on it and throws it in there to Frank Darby, who just finds that little bit of space.
Empty backfield. Does Duggan want to run it here? He does. Straight ahead on third and short. And a big gain on the ground for the former TCU standout. Sailors, Duggan in the backfield. Sailors goes out into the flats. Dump ball pass is incomplete. Rary Jennings. St. Louis 1 for 4 on fourth down this season. It all comes down to this. Fourth and goal. Intercepted. And the Renegades survive. It's Harris bringing it back the other way. Ajay going to take it to the house. And the over somehow hits on the pick six from 100 yards away.
After reviewing the play, touchdown is upheld. St. Louis is charged. Their second timeout may not challenge the remainder of the game.
The two-point attempt after the penalty. And here's Perez. Going to float it towards the back, and it's grabbed. Devontae Payton had a touchdown in the first half, and a two-point conversion in the second.
They put together a couple of drives to get points. But really, this was a team effort. A couple of defensive scores. Special teams came up with a big turnover to create a touchdown. So a real team effort in what wasn't a virtuoso performance offensively, but that defense for Arlington is for real.
Renegades improve. The 3-1. St. Louis falls to 2-2.